So, welcome to the Lady Gratitude Podcast.
Welcome.
What up?
What up?
I am Joy+Soul. I am an affirmation artist, a poet, and a beautiful soul on this journey to enlightenment and innerstanding, like the rest of y'all. Just trying to get my ish together.
Baby.
I'm Evie Stackz, music. I am a dope lyricist, advocate for the right shit in the community. And man, it's a blessing to be here. Like, life is definitely a gift, a precious gift, and I love it. And I love to be here with y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love it.
Awesome.
And I am Jourdan, Soul Glow Arsenal. How are you guys doing? I am a human.
Enough said.
That's
more than
no,
enough.
I am an angel learning how to be a human again. But along this beautiful experience of figuring that shit out, I've been blessed to come home to self and see some gifts. See some things, see myself. And I'm very happy to be here with my sisters and with my brother.
Yes. And we look at here at the visuals.
Yes.
We have a special guest today. Our brother is in the house. I'm gonna let you do the introduction on him.
Well, this man needs no introduction, but I will try, okay? This is the infamous, the amazing, awesome DJ Kyrie, okay?
Okay.
He is a poet, he is a singer, he is a DJ, he is a prophet in his own right.
Good, very good.
He is the epitome of love. When I think of what a divine masculine looks like and the balance that takes, especially in this world, in this society, I tend to, he is definitely one of my go-tos that I lean on because I know he's going to come from a place of love, but most importantly from a place of boundaries.
Right.
He is such a protector in his own right. And it's amazing to call this man my brother just as much as it's amazing to call you ladies my sisters. So, Kyrie.
Hello.
Yes.
Also, recent certified yoga teacher.
We can't forget this guy.
Yes.
Come through,
Yes. We are in the presence of a yogi.
I'm
I'm
telling you.
Listen, so I recently learned, Kyrie, you tell me if this is true, as I'm starting on the path, that yogi literally means one who dispels darkness.
The actual word for that is guru.
Guru. Yes, that's the word, guru.
Is the darkness dispeller. But yoga itself actually means union.
Okay, I love that. I love that. I'm learning some things. I'm learning some new things.
What would you say yoga is a union with?
I would say yoga is a union with yourself, and really just honestly, a union with yourself helps you with your unions outside of yourself. So, I believe it's about community, communing with yourself so that you can be better, I guess, like, for the world in a sense. Like, whether that be, like, you trying to be a prophet or you just trying to, be an everyday teacher or whatever, just any type of role that you play in life. It's very healing. It's a lot of wisdom. Like, people think that it's just like movement and just like poses, but it's a lot of like deep knowledge and like the root of it. Very much so.
Yeah, I recently had an experience. I went to one of my longtime clients, and now has a new. Our positions have changed because now I work for her PR firm. But she has been on the path for a long time. And I've gone to her room several times before, and I've seen her with, Swami and, Parananda.
That's-
I don't know how, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna mess it up.
Okay.
Yogananda.
Okay.
On the thing, and I'm like, okay, I've seen these pictures.
Yeah.
I walked in her room this week, y'all, and I wasn't even paying attention. I just walked in, was like, hey, I'm helping her get dressed. Baby, I got to a certain point. My feet started tingling, and it was like my heels sunk into the floor.
Just naturally grounded down.
Everything in my body said, yeah. It just like it was a release. Like,
yeah.
And I turned to my right because I was like, what is that? And I said, Sharonda, who is that person? And I pointed directly to Yogananda.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she said, oh, you're ready?
Yeah.
I said, I'm ready for what?
So now you're grounded. So
energy.
you're not grounded till you sunken in the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not really grounded till you
And
sink
you know
in.
what?
Gotcha.
Well, okay. So she pulls out the autobiography of a yogi, which I just started, and the lessons and all the things, and I'm like, oh, this is an entire thing.
Yeah.
This is more than just stretching.
Yeah, that's the small fry.
And I'm like,
it's applying the knowledge.
love it.
It's applying the
what
knowledge.
I'm learning in the last, literally, y'all, 48 hours. Just why I don't know the name yet, and which is why I'm getting guru.
It's
and
okay.
yoga.
You're learning.
Right.
You're learning.
Last
You're doing
48
it.
hours, already has it's lighting things up in me. And I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, okay.
You're tapping all the
So
way
I'm
in.
excited to see. I'm excited to see where this goes.
Okay, you're gonna definitely have to tell me the name of that book again.
Okay.
But
Autobiography of a Yogi.
you know what's crazy? We were stretching like last week or something like that, and I was trying to explain to Kyrie that I don't know how to do yoga in the sense of like the construct of going to a yoga class and following whatever flow that they're dictating me to follow. I know yoga in the sense of me listening to my body and my body telling me which way I need to go.
Yep.
And then just flowing into wherever we land. And with that, I can do poses that some people say are advanced. I don't fucking know how, and if you ask me to do it on hand, I can't do it.
Right.
But if I am in a natural state of fluidity with myself and with my body, I'm naturally going there. So all that to say this, I had an experience. I was at my window, girl, and I'm doing a stretch on my bed because I love stretching on my bed. I can just hit poses that I never thought I could. And so I have my leg touching the window.
Okay.
Like stretched out onto the window. Now y'all know I'm 5'2". So I'm getting a little nervous because I have this terrible fear that I've been talking about lately where I have this fear of falling. And if I fall, like, I'm going to break my teeth or some shit. Like, don't nobody want to walk around. Like, so you mean to tell me I survived addiction to then have some snaggletooth walk around here with a snaggletooth and I'm not even doing nothing, okay? That's the worst part about it. So I'm like, I'm talking to God and I'm like, Lord, I hear what you're saying, right? But like how, like this did feel great and I thank you for that. But how the fuck I'ma land, God? Like I don't think you understand. Like I'm 5'2", and he was like, "Right, I don't understand. I just made you."
That part.
Yeah, let's just go ahead
don't
and lean
understand.
forward. And I'm like, if I lean forward, God, my head is gonna be off the bed to where I can crack my tooth. Like I'm really talking to God, and I'm worried about these teeth, and I'm still in the position, mind you. And he's like, okay, well, what I'm going to tell you is we don't really have too much more time to keep going back and forth about this because this is not a normal pose that you do. So you got about a 5 to 10 second window. So you can either listen or you can just fall. You know, fuck it. You don't like your teeth anymore.
You don't like it?
And I'm like, wait. What are we talking about? Wait, ready back. So I'm like, okay, fine, fuck it. I'm going to lean forward. So I lean forward. I do this like beautiful flip, like land down, like real nice. And I'm breathing. And as I'm breathing, the sun starts rising.
Wow.
I'm looking out my window, the sun's rising. And the book that I was looking for, I look to the left. The book is right there on the floor. I read a Bible verse because my Bible's just sitting in the damn window.
Yeah.
And it ends up being this passage about everything that I've been praying on within friendship dynamics and not personalizing and learning how to like allow people's journeys to be them. I was like, not you answered 6 fucking things.
Yeah.
In the span of 3 seconds.
You keep calling my line down.
Like, bro, like in 3 seconds you answered that much.
Yeah, God
Because
said,
you listened and obeyed.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why your teeth down.
And that's why my teeth are here, right?
Fully teeth in her right
I don't
now.
want no veneers. I don't want no veneers. I don't want them. I don't feel like they fit in people's mouths correctly.
No, it's not about that. It's about who's doing them.
Yeah.
Because you got some people that's purposely
Baby, you look like
messing folk off.
chiclets.
And it look like a piece of chicle.
Yeah.
It do look like chick
Yes. So, brother, what
got a chessboard
is
in the
yoga
front.
for you? How did you get into yoga? Like, what was your experience? How did you know this is the path for me? I know that's like 5 questions in one, but I feel like you're gonna answer all of them at the same time.
all at the same time.
So we doing godly things.
God.
Yeah, we're doing godly.
Let us
godly
be the
things.
auditions.
Yeah.
Well, yoga for me, myself, Kyrie, is just like, it's, first off, movement for me just heals a lot of like, I guess, of the everyday that, you know, piles onto us, you know, everything we go through emotionally. Like, yoga is stretching and releasing, or it could be like skating, you know. I just like movement pretty much, more so than anything. Physical activity, you know, and is needed, you know, and also it's a lot of breath work as well too, like instead of just movement. And I feel like we've been not taught, but just like we're not aware of how important our breath is. And like, you know, without our breath, it's
You're deaf.
yeah,
You're dead.
You're dead. So it's like, you know, being conscious about your breath, and that's why it is a thing called breath work.
Yeah.
And a lot of different breathing techniques to, you know, center yourself, or like, you know, what, you know, and really the benefits just go on and on and on. But I've kind of lost.
How did you know this was for you?
How did I know this for me? I've been saying this to myself a lot lately. DJing I do with my hands, like yoga I do with my body, my mind. Like I'm learning that I'm a very I like to do things from myself, you know, like that, you know, that doesn't take to, you know, like I don't need a building, I don't need, you know what I'm saying, it's just literally from me and my talent, or like my, you know, my ability, pretty much my God-given ability. So
We're doing godly things.
you know,
We're doing godly things.
but just like work on my hands and just like, you know, movement, really, like,
Yeah.
more than anything. Music is a big part of my life too. You know, I DJ, and I'm thinking of ways to incorporate music and yoga, you know. So,
Absolutely.
Oh, that's gonna be
yeah.
dope.
So,
It goes, yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
a lot
that's
of
nice.
a lot of things coming
That's
up.
gonna be dope.
Everything's just divine right now. Divine
sure.
timing, divine alignment. I didn't know that I was going to be doing any of this.
Yeah, right. That's
just
how it
woke up
works.
today.
Right.
Well, that's the beauty of it, right?
That's
the beauty of it.
To just flow. To
Yeah.
just flow.
Yeah.
Cause that's how Evie is right now with cooking.
Yeah. I'm in my
Like,
cooking
look,
zone.
like-
She the kitchen yogi right now.
Yeah, I'm
She's
the
the kitchen yogi.
I am.
And I'm loving it. I'm loving that all of it feels like my close circle, or my friends, my team, my tribe. It feels like everybody is naturally allowing their hobbies to form again. Like, I feel like we all kind of got sucked up for a minute in our talent and like the thing that is our thing. And it's like, that's our thing and it defines me. But it's almost like, damn, I'm getting stagnant in this thing because I don't even have a passion for it anymore. I need, like, I'm not gonna lie, I've been over readings for months. For months. If y'all want to know why I'm not writing back, that's why I'm not fucking writing back.
Yeah.
I'm over it. I feel like readings is just talking about the problem and not getting to a solution. And I am such a solution oriented person that I'm like, okay, so what are we doing now? Like, are we gonna do some work? We gonna do some shadow work? We gonna do some?
Oh, so
but when y'all just keep coming to talk about the problem, I'm over it. Like, I don't.
So maybe
I
you
don't
should
care.
shift to your own thing and call it like, I guess, reading therapy. Like when you start
So
getting
I'm moving
this,
into my coaching.
Now,
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, you
I'm moving into my
it's
coaching.
a package now.
I'm
you
moving into my
come
self-love coaching and intimacy coaching.
I don't have the energy.
Because I don't have the energy. I don't have the energy.
I know.
I'm ready for people who are ready to do the work. Like, you know.
You need that subscription every month.
Yeah,
that's subscribe for sure. Because this is a continuation, of everything. Like, how has that journey been for you? Like tapping back into your creative journeys.
For me, it's like a new beginning. Like it's like a life after death type thing feeling, if that makes sense.
How so?
Oh, because it's a version of me that died off.
Oh wow.
So it's just like when you know how you feel the elevation. You know that I've elevated. I know that I've taken the next step.
Right.
Sometimes I feel we overlook celebrating the death of the old version.
It's like a phoenix.
Right.
Yeah, rising from the ashes.
Right.
Yeah.
So of course we're better. Yeah, that's cool. But nigga, let's talk about how we just let this other version go. You know what I'm saying? And you have to, I think the pauses are much so needed. It might not be what we want because we're so used to this is how I want stuff and this is how I'm used to doing it. But sometimes we get so caught up in the physical, worldly things that we don't realize spiritually, your ass is tired. Mm-hmm. You need to sit your ass down.
Because if you're not doing something from just a space, I feel like everything is about energy. Right? So it's like, where are you pulling your energy sources from? Mm-hmm. I remember there used to be a time where I felt like I could only write or create in depression.
Oh
yeah.
Oh, I'm like I swore my artistry was just linked to this sadness, and this sadness is what made this great body of work.
Yeah, I got something about
that.
That's
the theme. That's the theme of the music industry.
Yeah,
sadness.
And I do not know why.
And it's so weird. It's so weird, like to even think that, because it's like, joy gives you the same feeling.
Yeah.
At even a quicker rate. Like, I literally just, like, I'm doing ritual work right now for an abundance ritual that I just performed. And I literally stayed up all fucking night. Mm-hmm. And, like, I didn't go to bed till probably, like, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And I was like, oh, my God, like, this is my natural rhythm. I love staying up all night. I love being a creative at nighttime. And when I tell you, it was, like, 9 a.m. and I'm like, I want to do a collage. Grab 2 fucking pieces of a magazine, just start cutting. I think I did that shit in 45 minutes? 45 fucking minutes. And I was like, damn, dude, I remember like being on drugs, staying up for days, trying to do like one piece of something, and then having to hop to the next thing and hop to the next thing. But it's because when you're pulling from just that space of sadness and depression, you only have one variation of something.
Right.
When you're pulling from your joy, you have the entire story. Yeah. So not only are you pulling into the sadness, you're pulling into the peace and the acceptance of that part is now complete.
Yep. Right.
So it's an unlimited, it's a celebration. It's an unlimited amount and frugal amount of things. So yeah, I love this for us.
It's like a celebration of the process.
Process. And a lot of people rush through the process. Because you want the you don't be grateful throughout the process.
That's why like people are only focused on like the destination.
Yes.
Or like it was this thing that was brought up. Me and Jourdan was talking about it, about how people think that healing is a destination rather than it being like an ongoing life process.
Cycle.
Like it's every day.
That's
like,
it.
It don't stop. Like you think you just at this
point,
a stopping point, and you're good.
Once I get here, my life will be perfection.
Nope.
Hit
you with something else.
You're trying to wait on love and career and everything, and just to be in the right position. It's just like you're wasting your time.
You're wasting your time.
Because when you look back at it and you finally cross that threshold to this next point that we're at now, you're going to look back at parts of the journey where you were like trying to just skip past it and move to the next thing. And that was like those little things within there. There's going to be something in there that you're going to fucking miss.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be the alone time or what it's going to be, but there's going to be something in there that you're going to miss.
And that's called spiritual bypassing. But the thing about it is that the majority of the community, in my opinion, has experienced or has tried to spiritual bypass.
Oh, fuck yes.
And you can always tell the difference, right? Like you can, you want to go from...
Like a get out of jail free card.
Yeah.
No, really?
I'm using it.
Yeah. And my
Spiritual bypass now. After that.
And access to the board.
Yes. And then what happens, speaking of, so then what happens is some shit happened and it says, do not go straight to jail. Do not collect $200. Yeah. Do not, you get completely reset.
You get reset.
Because you try to spiritual bypass.
And then you want somebody else's boardwalking park place.
Yeah, you want to go from trauma to forgiveness in one step. And
I did. I ain't gonna lie,
like, how the hell?
That was me.
You missed anger, you missed grief, you missed
the whole Lemonade album and you just played motherfucker all night long. And I'm trying to figure out how the fuck you thought we got to all night long.
How you thought we got to all night long, baby? Because we had to go, who the fuck do you think
I am?
We had to go through it. Yeah, so it's like, but and you know, I have experienced that too. I've gone, you know, but then again, I got to go straight to jail card, and it was like, okay, like figure it out, and go back and fix it. I don't like it here, me.
I think it's so crazy how the mind gives you new ways to manipulate to keep you a victim, to keep you a victim in your own narrative, and it's like. No way. Like I was literally just telling a client that today where I was like, okay, so we can do it that way, right? Like we can stay being the victim. What different thing do you think happens in the midst of being a victim? Because when you're a victim, you're powerless. Right. So what can you change within this narrative as a powerless, hopeless individual? Okay, so what can we do now to empower ourselves and some tweak and just like, and it doesn't have to be like this big tweak of I am an inspired woman because that's fake as fuck. Like I'm not an inspired woman in that moment. I feel broken. I feel like the world is against me. But what little thing can I control?
Right. What can I control in the situation?
Within this dynamic that can make me be like, okay. And sometimes for me, a lot of the times people wonder like, what do I do when like, it's like I literally have no answers. There's nothing to do. My whole nervous system is riled. I go to fucking sleep.
Go to bed.
I go to fucking bed.
Go
what
to
else
sleep,
is there to do? Like I pray before bed and I go to sleep. And I promise you, by the time I wake up in the morning, I don't know what God puts in me. I don't know what download, but I have the fucking answer. Just set your intention.
Say a prayer.
That's it.
Say a prayer and go to bed.
Agree.
Say a prayer and go to bed. Because what else can you do tonight?
What do you do?
I
love it.
Like for real.
You can't do nothing else about that shit tonight. Go to sleep.
Good night.
That's it. I'm with it.
I did what I could. I gave it to God.
That's it.
But good night. Like,
look,
I'm telling you, my free state be like, we're good. We're good.
Absolutely.
Good night.
So what do you do in those days?
A lot of it just be gratitude perspective for me. Like, just look at it from a place of like, my footsteps are already laid out by God, so just like I be like, well, it's kind of like my bulletproof faith.
Gotcha.
You know,
Gotcha.
I just be like, hey, it is what it is.
Oh well,
yeah. Like, you know, sleep, listen to music, you know, play a game or something. You know, just anything to get out of the now of that and move on into the next now.
Yeah, I like that. But and through that, sounds like you go into an acceptance space.
Very much so acceptance. I'm big on acceptance.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
It's like, why resist? Like,
that's what make it worse.
Scenario and oh my God,
you realize you end up losing and using more of your energy doing it that way.
Right.
No, really.
Instead of just allowing God to be God.
You're over here losing life force.
Right,
using life force.
Some stuff
waste that you can't control.
Trying to fight an ocean that you can't win. You can't win against the ocean, sis.
You'll never be as important as them.
Girl.
Wasting my precious energy, child, because I can't.
Because if you just surrender to the ocean's tide, the ocean gonna take you far away, but it's gonna send your ass right back to shore.
Right, exactly.
You just
and it's gonna cycle back. What do you do?
Most definitely.
For me, you know, I'm just music. I'm gonna go write. And actually, I have a way of manifesting. So basically, I've learned that I can write and speak things into existence. So
come on, give us a cheat code.
Yeah, I'm finna give you a cheat code.
Give me the
so
cheat
you
code.
have to be careful because life and death is in the power of the tongue.
Yeah.
So when I look back over my course, I'm like, bitch, that was you saying that shit.
Girl.
Wait a minute.
It was me.
Yeah.
But and in that's
You're like when you spoke about being pregnant.
huh?
When you told me about when you spoke about
Oh yeah, I spoke that into existence, not realizing what I was doing at a young age. You know, I was so rebellious and hurt, and I couldn't handle. First of all, I was spoiled rotten. Okay, let's start there. And you know, my grandma said I couldn't do something, which was very minute. And I said, well, that's why I'm going to do this. I had my whole life planned out. Like, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this by this time, this by this time. Because, see, I'm not going to be old and ragged and run down.
No, you didn't.
Like y'all with kids. And I lost it. So, yeah, I got pregnant by the time I was 16. Because I said I was going to have a child by 17, not realizing I spoke that into existence.
And then you realize in those moments of how much emotion you gave to them words.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where the power came.
That's where the
from.
power
manifestation.
I didn't
You
charge
lit
it
a
up.
match, bro.
I lit the whole box.
Baby.
Literally, energy and motion.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
So you just gave it that much power.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And once I started realizing that, I was like, okay, I got to slow down and actually be mindful and intentional, you know, how, not just what I say, but how I say it, you know. And that's when I began to, well, really last year, God broke my ass down. That's really what happened because I was finna go again. My mama called me a road lizard, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm chasing a bag. I need the money. So, when they called me saying they was finna pay this much, I'm finna go get the job. Got the job in the next week. I fractured my motherfucking spine.
And wait, I remember when you came into the shop, the first thing I fucking said, because I remember Joy walking in the shop, Joy go, I'm bringing Evie in. She's been injured. We're just trying to take our time. We're just
Baby was hurt. You was
Joy was
going through it.
So you came in with that little brace thing.
Baby, listen.
And your ass was like, you was like, you looked at me, and I was like, I look at Joy, because I'm like, I know Joy telling me to say some love and light shit right now.
I ain't got nothing love and light to
and
say.
I'm looking at her, but I'm hearing what the fuck the ancestors are saying in my ear.
Yes.
And so she said, how you doing? What? I don't know what happened. I said, you supposed to sit your ass down.
Yeah, that's exactly what
You
you
supposed
said.
to sit your ass down.
Yeah.
Because, baby, I was sitting here like, man, I don't know
What to say?
the hell is happening. And mind you, so the backstory on that, Evie and I had met 2 months or 3 months
About
prior.
3 months.
3 months prior to her falling.
They was
right?
a fresh
And
newlywed.
it was fresh.
That was fresh.
And
That was in the newlywed
That's
phase,
like,
y'all.
it was so fresh. And, you know, we spent the first month, like, you know, hanging out, spending time, like getting to know each other. Like that first month, you know, your boo. I went out of town traveling the second month. That's when I was doing the pageants back to back, right? And so I was gone like 5 weeks.
You was gone on that road for a
I
minute.
was gone 5 weeks straight. After a month, after meeting this person and like vibing with them and a whole thing.
Yeah.
And so we went from a in-person, you know, relationship, which, you know, in lesbian world means we spend every day together.
Basically.
To a long distance relationship because I'm in multiple states over. To 2 days before I was supposed to come home, December falls. 2 days.
Yeah.
I've been gone for 5 weeks.
So it was flustered, baby.
And 2 days before I come home.
And Evie looked so sad.
You call. And
Evie looked so
I get
sad.
a call because the phone not acting right in the hospital. So I get a call.
Oh, yeah, because I know
and
you
I
had been
can hear her in
I
distress.
felt like 4 o'clock that afternoon. I don't think we talked to like 9.
Yeah.
So I know she had been calling my phone, but I can't call you.
Right.
You
And
can't
so,
call it.
and so I get a
I'm in the
call.
hospital.
The phone's messed
My
up.
back's gone.
And I hear, hey, babe, I'm in the hospital. I broke my spine. Click. What?
Oh
Yeah.
my god, that would send me into a flight or fight.
Girl, I was
She
like,
did. She was
I gotta go
like
home. I gotta go
tizzy.
home right now. What the hell?
Bro.
So then we end up getting back on the phone a little bit later.
Right.
Like finally,
And I was
you
like,
got into a space.
Just stay. It's one more day. You know, I'm not gonna
Baby,
die.
Listen,
Yeah, you
and
know
so
who I am.
she was
so
ready.
in the week it was like they have like orientation and the little dinners and like little unimportant stuff.
Yeah.
Next day was finals, like prelims, semis, and like that's the most important part. Babe, I'm ready to go home. I don't care what y'all doing.
Girl.
I gotta go home.
Yeah.
I gotta go home.
Yeah.
And she was like, just stay. And I was like, if next time I call you, you're not out of that hospital, I'm coming home.
Damn. Okay. I say, hey, Doc, y'all gotta get me up out of
Can
here.
I just
I'm
say-
coming home.
Can I just fucking
But I
say
love
that
that,
is
though.
one of my favorite parts of you guys' relationship dynamic is the selflessness between the two of you. Like, it's genuinely like never an ego power dynamic between the two. The fights they have is about the other one trying to help the other one and the other one not letting the other one help. And so then they're fucking fighting about the other one not just letting the other one help. That is their fucking fight. It is never like it is so fucking crazy. I'm like, yo, they are so best friends. This shit is so fucking funny. They are like best friends,
so true.
bro.
That is so
like
true.
they are like one person, but it's always so selfless, and it's just always. I think it's what makes y'all equally yoked and just reciprocal naturally. Like, you know, that's awesome. I just had to give y'all that.
Thank you.
I had to give y'all that.
Thank
Like,
But yes, we did. I'm sitting here like, oh shit, other people notice that too.
no, for real.
We've been had, babe.
Man, they don't ever fight over some like normal couple shit. It's
No.
weird. It's always like, I've got it. I need to feed you. No, I need to feed you. No, I need to feed you. No, I'm gonna feed you. You know what? I'm gonna just go do it. Yep, too late. I already did your thing. Like, that's how it just goes. And I'm just like, these bitches. Look, it don't happen often.
Hey.
You just gotta pay attention when it
Right.
do. Like,
Yeah, so she be watching.
I'm not with it. I'm with it.
Thank
But
you.
yeah, so it was that, and like, you know, we even talked about she was thinking, okay, this is it. Like, we just
Oh,
be
yeah.
friends.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, those are the thoughts I had. I mean,
We not
No,
gonna
that's
do
literally
we're
what
not
she
finna
talked about at
continue
the
dating.
shop. Soon
Wow.
as you went to go check on the damn Yanni oil
Oh,
to see if
really?
it was stocked out.
Yeah.
She was like,
This
dude, should we get a reading? Like, do you think she's gonna leave me? I'm like, no, she ain't going no fucking where. Shut up.
I need to know.
Shut up.
Right.
Like, she's
And
like,
it- okay.
she's like, do I need a
And
3 card or 7?
I'm using logic now. Here, okay. I mean, I've dealt with a lot of toxic women, you know, and just actual grown ass women too. Like, we just met.
Yeah.
We spent 30 days, 45 days together. Been 5 weeks apart. Another 45 days apart. And I break my back. And so in my world, I'm like, I wouldn't expect anybody to, you know, this ain't your problem. You could easily say, you know what? It was nice knowing you.
Good luck with that.
Good luck with that.
Right.
And so I'd rather prepare my mind for that and not be, you know, assuming that, oh yeah, you finna stay here with me for what? Whoever, like, you're not obligated to
Right.
any of this.
Yeah.
Especially this early. Like,
Right. Yeah.
It's crazy when you meet you in real time.
In real
Right.
time.
Like, when you really meet, like,
right.
the person who
Right.
has the heart that you have.
Right.
And to where you don't even have to explain
Explain
that.
that.
And they're just looking at you like, what are you talking about?
Right. And that's how
Like,
she
what
was.
are you talking
And that's exactly
about?
how she was. You know, but
What
I
do you mean?
was
Like, what?
overthinking because
Like,
now,
what?
for me, I was honestly just scared.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I just went from walking all of my life to now I couldn't feel my legs. I couldn't, there was no
You
feeling
didn't
for a
know.
minute. So I didn't know what the fuck was finna happen for me. Like, bitch, I can't walk up no steps.
Right.
I stay on the second floor.
Right.
Who's packing me upstairs
Right.
willingly? Like,
Now we gotta pay for
Like,
look, I can just see
my-
your Aquarius mind
Oh,
going.
my
like,
God.
Now we gotta pay for the little wheelchair that goes all the way up the stairs.
Oh my God.
Like, who are you? Wait,
And I'm a person of speed, this is gonna go too slow.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so used to.
She gonna hop her ass out the chair and be on the damn trying to get there.
So, you know,
but no.
Fast forward through all of that, you know, I had another little episode. But now that I'm here in this space and time, I actually understand that God was forcing me to sit down so I could spend the last year with my mother.
Yeah.
So, because it was a full circle moment. So last year, July 21st, I broke my spine or fractured my spine. This year of July 21st, my mother passes. Yeah. So it's a year to the date. So,
and you know what? If I didn't know if we were gonna go here tonight.
Yeah, we're going.
I guess we're here, guys.
We're here.
We're here.
So I saw Evie right after that happened, and because I love my friend so much, it was just natural. Like, hey, you got the shot. Like, we on the way. Like, this happened. We on the way. I'm like, okay. I'm lighting the incense. I'm getting the shit prepared. Right. When I tell you I've never seen somebody so at peace and acceptance for what was happening. Like, in real time. Like, it was so... it's... the amount of emotional intelligence that takes. The amount of emotional intelligence that takes to literally be present with your grief, hold space for your grief, hold space for everyone else's grief, while still doing what you need to do spiritually, ritualistically, and spiritual hygiene, most importantly, to aid and ease the transition of a parent. Fuck. Like, that day,
that's all you can
I
say.
saw your strength.
Absolutely.
That day. Like, I of all the conversations we've ever had and all the, like, I've done this in my life and this in my life, this in my life. That day, in motion, I understood. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, the growth of it all.
Thank you.
The fucking growth of it all.
Power, the growth,
because Joy was breaking down worse than
Girl,
you were. Like, Joy was distraught. Like, Joy was distraught. And it didn't mean that Evie wasn't in pain or wasn't hurting. It's just Evie knew the assignment in that moment. Yeah. And that's the part that people don't understand when you are here on a divine assignment and here breaking generational curses and breaking generational cycles. It's almost like, I'm gonna grieve, but this purpose is so much greater than me that I almost have to kind of push that to the side so that I can just let myself be a vessel for whatever needs to happen because I have to aid and ease the transition. Like, people do not understand what easing a loved one through a transition takes.
Right.
That is, oh my God, your next month of sleep.
Ooh.
You aren't fucking sleeping.
No.
You're not sleeping because they're coming to you in dream state.
No.
So they're coming to you the whole time in dream state. You wake up, you got to sit at that fucking altar. You got to feel your grief at that altar. You got to cry at that altar, leave it at that altar, alchemize the space, alchemize the energy. Dude, it is a full ritual for like at least a month.
Yeah.
You got 30 days.
You got 30 fucking days. And it's
I'm saying
you like, you for really though.
She said.
I'm saying that because my aunt, you know, she's so spiritually inclined, and that is my counsel that I go to in my family as far as my living elder. Yeah. But, you know, she told me straight up, you know, she's like, okay, well, this XYZ, do you got this done? I was like, it's already done. Check. Like, I'm getting checked, basically, you know, and I'm like, yes, ma'am, that's done already. Okay, well, you know, next, I'm on. She's like, I know you're on the bed. I'm just making sure, but guess what? You can do what you got to do, and you got 30 days. 30.
And mind you, we love Auntie. Yeah. Like, Auntie is the fucking GOAT. Like, Auntie is 72, 73 years old. Oh, I love lives in Puerto Rico, does yoga on the beach. Doesn't look a day over, like, 59, 55, looks so good. Got locks down her back, like just living the smoke weed like a freaking chain
Like a
Like,
choo-choo train.
I love
A broke stove.
I love Auntie. We love Auntie. But yeah, she's that spiritual person. Like, okay, cool, alchemize it, and I get this shit over with.
Like, get it over with,
and keep going, go live your life.
And it also,
Yeah.
it seems like
and that was her sister.
Yeah, because
They
that's what I was gonna say. Like, it looks like to other people when you're talking about this type of shit and you're talking about like in real time, this is happening. It almost can seem like, damn, bro, like, do you not care? Like, do you not? But it's like, y'all,
you don't understand because you don't have the spiritual intelligence.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And so I've been dealing with that all my life. Like, I knew at the age of 4 that I was spiritually heightened than everybody else around me. You know? And I just knew, you know, that's why I move different all the time. It's like, can't catch me.
Not on the gingerbread man. It's almost like you gotta kind of have like a layer around your merkaba of just like fuck you.
Yeah, you
can't pay attention to
because
that.
if not,
that's
gonna
throw me
it
off.
will throw you off. Life will take you down. Like, and the things that those of us who came here already like this, like the initiations that we have are like regular people can't handle this
at all.
And so we have to have there has to be a certain layer of fuck you. Because if not, we would be the people that can't handle it.
That part.
But
because I can't let you sink me into your crazy shit.
Yeah.
Just to prove to you that my shit is sane.
Right.
My way of proving is I don't have to get entangled with your shit. Do you? Like, do you?
But then that's where, for me, I feel like we all have a choice.
Yeah.
Right? So you can choose to do the work, or you can choose to continue to be comfortable.
Right.
You have a choice.
Yeah.
Everybody has a choice. I don't have to sit here and do no work. I don't have to listen to this God and my ancestors. I don't have to do that. I can turn my back. Now, my life might not be as peaceful.
You know what?
And that's what some people, because they don't feed their spirit in the way they're supposed to, they will never understand that.
They won't understand.
They won't ever grasp that.
They get this. They go to church, and they get the there was a old pastor in Austin. He said this, and I've been saying it ever since. You go and you get your little liver quiver, right? Like you get
your fix.
Yeah, a little fix. And
you good till next Sunday.
You get your praise on, and somebody encourages you and say, "Keep going. You're gonna be all right." And then you say, "Okay," and you go home and do no work.
You do nothing.
You don't.
Your Bible got dust on it.
You don't integrate with anything. You're not doing anything, and so every time that you have a problem, I have to go somewhere else to get the solution, to get power, to get insight on how to fix this problem.
Right.
And every time, like you always have to go outside of yourself.
Right.
Like we said once before. There is this idea that God and quote unquote whatever the devil may be for you is an entity outside of you,
right?
And you are just this pawn in the middle.
It's you,
and so it's
you versus you.
Yeah. But it's like you in that dynamic, you get to absolve accountability.
Yeah. You get to be the victim in your own fucking narrative.
You get to say the devil made me do it, or the devil did this bad thing
or
in
God
my life,
ignored my ass,
or God didn't come through.
Right.
I just been waiting on God.
I'm just waiting on God.
Like faith without works ain't dead. Like,
but it's you that's got to do it.
It's you that's got to do it.
You know what I'm saying? Or it's you that did it. It's you that allowed that. So it really. When you really start on this path for real, and like you let go and you deconstruct from all of that foundational tradition and that fundamentalism, like you realize that like I've always had the power.
Always.
I've always had life or death capability. It's just a matter of which one I want to do.
Right.
And you also realize that I can actually alchemize this.
Yeah.
That who come save me? I come save me.
Because nobody has my best interest at heart more than I do.
The divine, no one has the best interest of my heart like I do.
Like I do.
Yeah, like you really recognize that whether you say Christian and you say, you know, I am created in image and the greater work shall I do, if you go that way, or if you do, you know, the path of self-realization, if you go that path, or if you do, you know what I'm saying, like whatever.
There's so many different avenues.
Right? It all says it's in you.
Yeah.
But people, that goes back to, once again, the choices.
Right.
The choices determine the outcomes, right?
Yeah.
So if I sit here and I keep neglecting even talking to myself or looking within, and I'm always looking to the next person, can you teach me? Can you do this? Well, how I do this? Read it to me. And it's like,
are you having your own conversation with God?
Like, that's basically what it boils down to. Because, like, okay, I will tell you what to do. But you ain't going to apply it.
And you're going to come back the next step and say, okay, what I do now?
What I do next?
I've got
I did that, what I do now?
I can't do the work for you.
Look, I've gotten to a point with people where I'm like, I'm not giving you no new homework assignment. Oh, but no, I'm so ready. I know you are. That's amazing. Go refer back to your previous message. You're not going to energy drain me because you don't want to do your shit.
People don't know how to disconnect. That's how I feel, point blank, period. People do not know. They are so caught up in the world at times.
The fake ass
world.
The
Matrix.
The Instagram,
right.
the Facebooks,
you let a motherfucker phone die out while they out away from the charger.
Girl.
Baby,
they lose they shit.
I never understand. This is how I know. This is what I've decided. This is how you know when a motherfucker can't stay present. When they are so focused on taking pictures of the moon that they're not even staring at the moon.
They're looking at the moon.
Because
You're only experiencing life through the filter of your phone.
Through the lenses.
Yeah.
And like, it's never going to look as beautiful.
Right.
And I think, but you know what I do think? I do think that is, and because that's something that I've struggled with, is the balance of recording something, remembering something in that way, in that format, and disconnecting and just being like, no, I'm going to be present with this. Because I feel like there are times where I've been so present that I have no pictures and no videos. And on that low day, I want to go back and I want to look and I want to be like, this happened. But then there's been times where I've been too fucking focused on that to where I don't remember the memories of
being in the moment.
So that is a balancing act, I think, for a lot of people. Is trying to figure out how to be in this world, but not of it.
Yeah,
I play games with myself. I have old school days. So that's I'm 34. So, you know, at ages 12, I didn't have a cell phone. So let's go back to whatever year that was, Evie. Hide your cell phone from you, and what the fuck are you finna do? What you finna do for the day?
What's he playing? Like,
what are your plans? How are you gonna get there? Because GPS, I can't stand GPS. Because now it's taken the ability of me remember how to get around.
Oh, girl,
on my
own. So no GPS in Houston, Texas?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, you done lost your damn mind. But see, I'm not from here, y'all. So look, Evie from here.
I'm also doing it because I'm noticing that the roads are changing.
Yes.
So I don't want to be dependent on this GPS system. Being from Houston and really be around this motherfucker confused.
Huh?
No.
What you saying?
I look at it from like, I guess, because I'm real conspiracy or whatever you want to say.
Come on, bring it in.
From a more so survival aspect.
Yes.
Like you don't know the land around you, so that when
if something happen,
when the grid does go down, the Wi-Fi does go down, like you have no
idea which way to go.
No maps, no nothing.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
You
true.
know?
Yeah.
Like
No.
you sheep.
Yeah.
I'm not me.
Head into the slaughter.
Not me.
You're literally
That
heading
I
to the
said
slaughter.
And
That makes you put you in a vulnerable position
Yes.
because now you need someone else to tell you, and you can go somewhere and they can tell you the wrong thing.
Oh, that's facts.
And so now you're open at that
Now
level
you're in a
of
bubble.
vulnerability where
Yeah.
people can tell you, oh girl, you know, okay, we in the apocalypse now. If you go down, you know, 610 and you take 59, you can get to Spring. And people that live in Houston know that's the whole opposite direction.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you don't know where you
I
at,
didn't know that, y'all. That's where I'm gonna do some work.
Yeah,
that's the whole opposite direction.
Because when they shut this bitch down and want to purge,
yeah,
Baby,
you better want to.
they done sent us to the cannibal people.
Right.
Y'all done seen this is the end.
Right.
I'm trying to get out.
Sent us to the cannibal people.
And so if I'm going 610 to 59 South, I'm never gonna get to spring.
Yes.
But because I haven't taken the moment to realize, baby, spring is all the way north.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like 45.
Right.
I mean, you can get there from 59. But.
Yeah, but you.
So
yeah.
I intentionally just disconnect from phone. Like the second phone, baby, I leaves it. Just I'm not used to carrying two phones.
Mm-hmm.
And that be the phone that I need.
Yeah,
the one I always leave.
Phone. Yeah,
the one I'm always leaving,
or whatever you want to use it for.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I try not to get so caught up in the things that didn't exist before. Like before the basics, before pen and paper. We was mailing letters to each other. Like this takes away.
Oh yeah, before the notes on the phone, we were doing writing letters.
Because y'all remember the notes in class.
This takes away from genuine companionship.
Love letters.
You know what I'm saying?
Remember love letters?
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. This is my favorite part of being a fucking prison wife. My husband got to court me. And I got to court we got to court.
Gotcha.
Like we got to get to know versions of each other that you normally don't talk about because we live in such a we hit it, let's move in as society. We in the world of the homosexuals and we go together now real bad. And I really appreciate that time of courting because there'll be nights and there'll be days where my soul will miss him so much or crave him so much, and I just go back to our stories. I go back to our love letters. I remember because that's a date for me. I like my good candles. I got my silk sheets, and my baby wrote me a letter. Hold on, let me go ahead. And it's something so intimate.
It's an intimacy.
Yeah. About it.
Because you can't go back and pull up a text message.
Right.
Because eventually your shit gonna crash.
Exactly.
Either that or a text message just doesn't
solidify anything.
On letters, there's little hearts above the eye.
Yeah.
You know.
There's
the handwriting. There's different little inflections.
The dedication of the song that you were thinking about or listening to while you were writing it. It's the whole vibe. It's the whole intention.
There's certain little things that a handwritten letter, a certain level of intimacy that creates, that a text message or whatever.
A DM.
A DM won't do. And so, just realizing that. So I do like that practice of just being able to be self-sufficient, right? Because that means that we don't have to rely on the matrix to function within the matrix.
Right, that part.
Right.
Because they're going to get you.
Fellas.
Every time.
They're going to get you.
Fucking Anderson.
Don't believe in them, girl.
Absolutely.
The Simpsons ain't lying.
It's in the chicken.
It's definitely in
They cloned
They cloned all of us, goddammit. Yes.
Somebody talking about I didn't see you before, and I'm hearing that more and more now.
Right.
And I'm like, look, man, if I'm cloned out there, what the fuck are we doing? Because y'all need to either come get me,
correct, or I need to find. I come get y'all.
I need to come get y'all.
No, you know what? When people are actually saying that though, when they're like, "You look familiar," I'm learning a lot of the time.
I've been here before.
We're traveling. So we travel so much in our sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So as we're traveling in our sleep, think about when you're on Facebook, right? And you get this whole list of friends you may know, add this friend, add this person. Okay, so in spirit realm, we cross paths. It's like a big old fucking realm where we're just doing our own thing. But as you're doing your own thing, you have to go to these different portals. And at these I call them portal meetups.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So think of it like a train station.
Right.
We all at the fucking train station waiting till we
get on
go to our next part of where we're about to go. But you have little meetups.
Right.
And everybody is interconnected.
Yeah.
So I could be in someone else's energy. I could be in the energy of your coworker.
Yeah.
Because she came and got a reading from me yesterday. So she comes and gets a reading from me yesterday. My imprint is now within her energy.
Yeah.
And her imprint is now within my energy.
Yeah.
So where naturally y'all can just meet up. Right there in the fucking spirit realm.
Yeah.
And the energy feels familiar. The energy is interconnecting you. And you wake up. Because I'm telling you, I'll be waking up sometimes. I'll be like, no, I know this bitch. Like, I know this bitch.
Right.
I've seen her.
You walk past someone and you be like, or it happens and they're like, I've seen you before. Were you here?
Right.
And I'm like, I've never been there.
Never been there. Ever.
But
like,
maybe, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, yeah, there's definitely no such thing as coincidence, y'all.
Facts.
Ever.
Facts.
Ever.
Well, yeah. So I think this is a good place to wrap this up in a pretty bow. Kyrie, you want to lead us out of this
Give us the benediction, sir.
The benediction.
And your
Of this
Instagram.
episode and how we can find you, how we can connect with you. We're definitely going to do another episode with you because we want to talk about that one topic.
Yes. Most definitely.
So yeah,
Do
how
some
can
yogi.
how can we connect?
Well, connecting. I'm on Instagram at DJ KHAREE as DJ Kyrie, and also my yoga page is going to be connected to that in the bio. It's going to be RYT_Kyrie, and then all my links and businesses and different people that I'm connected with are in the bio as well. Yeah, basically just tap in. My phone number is on there as well, my email. So whichever way you get to me, get to me.
Not
also,
the phone number.
phone number.
Phone number.
Jeez.
Better be happy I got no
Not the
pager.
phone number.
Old school. That's
Get
how you
at
tell
me.
me.
Get at me for events.
Not everybody know how to.
Period. Look, they're like,
And he's an amazing DJ, by the way, y'all.
Yoga,
Super bomb DJ.
Anything that
Yeah,
you
amazing
might
yoga.
see me fit for.
yeah.
I
I
say.
But I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for having me.
Of
No
course.
problem, brother.
Thank you.
Did not
all
expect this,
love.
but I am blessed, and I just know that this is divine. So.
Ashe. You have tuned in to Lady Gratitude. Until next time. Mwah.
Well,
Peace and blessings.